them here in this place. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah. Harriett Baldwin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. It was an absolute honour to follow such an assured maiden speech from the new member for Chester. She spoke with great confidence. She spoke with great experience of the subject at hand. She painted a beautiful picture of her city, and I'm sure it's the first of many excellent contributions she will make to our debates. And I put my name down to speak in this debate this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, because it struck me that procurement is so tied to what is our biggest economic problem in the country at the moment, the cost of living and the rate of inflation. And the questions that I wanted to ask the Minister to respond to in his closing remarks were around that rate of inflation and how the transparency and the openness of the new procurement system can help by bringing down the price that government pays at all levels for the contracts that it awards. And I wanted to draw the Minister's attention to the situation in Ukraine. No, not the one that occupies the headlines, but a little noticed development in 2016, which was very much supported by the UK at the time, along with Transparency International. And that was the development of their procurement system, a system that's known as Prozoro. And it really is quite a remarkable platform. It is open source. It shows every opportunity that exists within Ukraine to bid on contracts. It's completely open to citizens, to civil society, to look at all the data about what is being tendered for and at what price companies are successful in bidding for those contracts. And it's really quite an extraordinary example of how public procurement can be transformed by openness and by technology. And if he hasn't already, I would urge the Minister to ask his officials if they could give him the opportunity to look through the Prozoro system that is used in Ukraine. It has done an enormous amount to reduce the cost of procurement over the years and to increase the transparency for citizens. The second public economic priority that I think this bill helps support so much is that of innovation. There, I think the openness and the transparency of the procurement system will really give small businesses, it's been mentioned a few times in today's debate, much more of an opportunity to see what there is in terms of the pipeline of public procurement. And again, I wondered if I could ask the Minister to reply on this point in his closing remarks. In terms of innovation, one of the factors that small businesses often cite to me, and I'm sure to other colleagues, is that when they put their tender in for a public procurement, very often they're required to provide at least 3 full years of financial records. And this can act as a very insidious way of reducing the ability of newer businesses and more innovative businesses, and perhaps nimbler and less expensive businesses, to participate in public procurement. And I would urge the Minister to think about how the qualification process may enable some of those startups that we really want to succeed in our country to get into the pipeline of public procurement as easily as possible. And then my final question was really to echo some of the excellent points that were made by my right honourable friend, the member for Rayleigh, in his support about the importance of defence. And that's to ask about the single source procurement regulations, with which I know the Minister will be intimately familiar. And to recognise the fact that in those procurements, obviously the government is dealing with one supplier, but to ask what thought he has given to then requiring the single source supplier to procure more in a more innovative way from down the supply chain in a way that obviously would not compromise national security, which of course has to be paramount. So those are going to be my short remarks, Madam Deputy Speaker, but can I say once again what an honour it has been to be in the chamber for the maiden speech of the member for Chester.
Very nice. Liquid.